Sau một năm kinh doanh thành công với mức doanh số hơn 6.000 xe, hãng xe Mercedes-Benz Việt Nam đã tăng trưởng gần 40% so với năm 2016 và thiết lập cột mốc mới của thị trường xe sang. Đây cũng là thành tích tốt nhất trong 22 năm hoạt động tại Việt Nam của hãng xe nước Đức. Thương hiệu ngôi sao ba cánh tiếp tục dẫn đầu doanh số các phân khúc xe sang quan trọng với 4 mẫu xe chủ lực là C-Class, E-Class, S-Class và GLC. Tuy nhiên, với nhiều quy định mới chặt chẽ hơn được áp dụng trong năm nay, nhiều quan điểm cho rằng ngành ô tô Việt Nam sẽ gặp nhiều thách thức. Chương trình Câu chuyện kinh doanh ngày hôm nay, chúng tôi sẽ cùng tìm hiểu góc nhìn của một chuyên gia trong ngành về những chiến lược để đáp ứng với các quy định mới. Xin được giới thiệu ông Choi Duc-chun, người vừa trở thành tân tổng giám đốc của Mercedes-Benz Việt Nam từ vị trí đương nhiệm giám đốc điều hành khối kinh doanh xe du lịch. Ông Choi Duc-chun làm việc tại Mercedes-Benz Việt Nam từ tháng 5 2016. Trong gần 2 năm qua, ông Choi đã giúp cho khối kinh doanh xe du lịch của MPV tăng trưởng mạnh mẽ, đạt doanh số hơn 4.000 chiếc trong năm 2016 và 6.000 chiếc trong năm 2017. Hello and welcome to the business story on FBNC. So the VAMA reports has showed that in 2017 the annual sales were down about 10.4% compared to that in 2016, and on the 1st January of 2018 Decree 116 has become effective, and in which set out a tighter regulations for imported cars. So as a result, the number of imported cars has dropped significantly compared to that in December 2017. To find out what is the outlook of the automotive industry in Vietnam, I am joined now by Mr. Choi Duc-chun, CEO of Mercedes-Benz Vietnam, MBV. And MBV is considered an exception, being a brand that has had a very successful year in 2017. Good morning, Mr. Choi.
Good morning, Ms. Rin.
Thank you for joining in our program today. How are you today?
Very fine. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah. So 2017 was once again a very successful year of MBV, and the sales records especially was quite high in 2017 for MBV. So what has brought about that success to MBV?
First of all, thank you very much. I can only say that, that the reason for our success is our customers, yeah? And it's the strong support and the strong preference of our brand and our model by our customers in Vietnam. So despite a very challenging situation in 2017, we were very happy and thankful that we ended up with a 37% growth compared to the previous year. But more importantly, we had a huge increase in also our customer satisfaction based on the surveys that we've done with our customers. So all in all, I think we are very, very thankful to our customers here in Vietnam.
So MBV has been operating in Vietnam. I mean, Mercedes-Benz has been operating in Vietnam for 22 years now, in 2018. And you have been here for more than a year.
Almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
So, of course, that you have been experiencing a lot of changes in consumers' taste. Can you share with us the most significant change that you think that have happened?
First of all, I think Vietnam and my home country, Korea. I have to say, our culture, maybe history. There's so many similarities, yeah? Especially in our culture, in the way customers choose products and so forth. I believe it's very, very similar. And I've been also fortunate to have been worked in China for more than 7 years in one of my previous assignments. And again in China, I've also felt similar customer preferences. And I believe I see quite similarities here in Vietnam also. But the similarity is that the customers here in Asia, especially Vietnam, Korea, China, has got a high appreciation for premium products, for products that has a strong heritage, beautiful design, and high technology. And Mercedes-Benz symbolizes all this. And therefore, here in Vietnam, our customers really understand and appreciate this, just like our customers in Korea and China also appreciate these values. However, what I find strikingly different here in Vietnam is, of course, we are very much loved by our customers in Korea and China, but compared to the customers in Korea and China, my observation is that the customers in Vietnam love us even more. Yeah, so we are, you know, and this I believe reflects our sales volume here in this market, where in the premium segment we are almost dominant. So I attribute this to the strong characteristics here in the Vietnamese market by our customers, that they love this brand more than any other brands.
But how's that? Have you figured out why? Because since the culture you have compared between,
right.
you know, Korea or China with Vietnam, and a lot of similarities there.
Yes. Well, I have some hypotheses. I don't know if it's true or not, but I have some hypotheses. But similar to the customer preferences in Korea and China, Vietnam also has got a very long, deep, very vibrant culture. Yeah. So I believe there is an appreciation for heritage, for history, for culture, you know. And as the inventor of the automobile 130 years ago, and also because Mercedes-Benz had always been the leading in the industry for the last 130 years, I believe the customer have a big appreciation for that. And in the last 20 years, our brand has become much younger, our design has become very, very elegant, yeah. And on top of that, of course, our technology is state of the art, and I believe we are the best in the industry. So I believe in particular, I was quite surprised because the Vietnamese customers, you know, when I talk to them, and when I talk also the experiences of our sales consultants with their serving the customers, I was surprised to hear that actually a lot of our customers are very, very well informed of our technology, of our product. So that to me is actually a big surprise. Yeah. Although there are also other customers like that in Korea and China, but I find the ratio of customers here in Vietnam that are very, very informed about our products a lot more here in Vietnam.
Well, interesting. And talking about customers' preference, I'm not sure if I was wrong, but Mercedes-Benz has been always perceived as a car for old people, and I think that that perception is, you know, quite obsolete now, probably a decade ago. And right now, like you have just mentioned, that you have a lot of models that are very active and very modern. But here in Vietnam, what is the main age group of customers that you have been serving? Is that old people more, or more young people come and buy cars?
Thank you for asking this question. Yeah? You know, as you were asking this question, you know, the thing that was running through my mind was when I first joined Mercedes-Benz in the early years, my experience back in Korea in early 2000s. Our average age in Korea at the time was like 52, 53 years old, to the best of my memory. And this was quite similar to the global age, average age. Yeah? So exactly like you said, you know, 15, 20 years ago, not only our customers, but in general, when people think or hear about Mercedes-Benz, it's, you know, the brand is a bit for older, matured customers. But in the meantime, since like 15 years ago, the company had ongoing, had initiated a big change, yeah, in trying to reinvent ourselves, yeah, to also appeal to a larger customer base. Of course, we're very happy with the matured customers who have been staying with us for a long time, very loyal. Of course, our commitment to them is also to keep them happy, but also the company wanted to appeal to a larger customer base, and therefore we reinvented ourselves, we repositioned the brand, and we came up with new designs in our cars, with new models, and also existing models with very dynamic but also elegant design, what we call sensual purity. So I believe over the years, customers have recognized this, and they've realized this, but most importantly, they've embraced it and they love this new design and new brand. So today, in the context of Vietnam, you'd be surprised to know that our average age in Vietnam is about 35, 36 years old. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out, because 35, 36 on average is a very young age. Yeah. So I was thinking maybe there are two things that come to my mind. First of all, Vietnam is a very young country. Yeah? It's a young country, fast development. There's so much going on here. There's so many opportunities for young people. And therefore, I believe there are many, of course, there are many matured, successful people here in this country, but there are also many young, up-and-coming, very vibrant, energetic, young workforce that are, quickly coming up the social ladder, and therefore are able to reward themselves with something nice like our car. I believe that's one big reason. The second reason, again, of course, I attribute to the design of our cars. We have previously, if in the traditional market, when people think about Mercedes-Benz, people think about the S-Class. Yeah? It's a symbol of success, prestige. Yeah? But not anymore. Of course, the S-Class is still the flagship model of Mercedes-Benz, but in the meantime, the product lineup has become so diversified that across all brands, Mercedes-Benz is the one single brand that has got the most diverse product lineup. So here in Vietnam, we have almost a complete product lineup, from the A-Class to the E-Class to the S-Class, from the GLA to the GLE to the GLS. Yeah? So we have the full product lineup here. So what I'm trying to say is our product lineup has become so young, and therefore it is appealing to a lot of young people here in Vietnam. So today, fortunately, in Vietnam, I've not heard of people associating Mercedes-Benz with old people or matured customers. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, and the show will return just in a short break. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have been talking with Mr. Choi Doc Chun, CEO of Mercedes-Benz Vietnam, about what has brought to the success of MBV in 2017, and we will continue talking to Mr. Choi in the next part. Please stay with us.